If you've ever wondered what the secret to true happiness is, you might find the answer in the teachings of the ancient Greek philosopher Epicurus. Often misunderstood as a philosophy that advocates hedonism or indulgence, Epicureanism actually presents a profound approach to well-being that emphasizes simplicity, moderation, and the pursuit of inner peace. Epicurus argued that happiness isn't about accumulating wealth or material goods, but about cultivating a life free from pain and unnecessary desires, while embracing the simple joys that bring contentment. Welcome to the Unfolding Journey YouTube channel, where we explore profound philosophies and timeless wisdom that can transform the way we think and live. Today, we dive into the ancient philosophy of Epicureanism and how it reveals the true nature of happiness. So, let's unravel Epicurus's insights and discover how we can apply them to our modern lives. Epicureanism, a school of thought founded by Epicurus in the 4th century BCE, offers a perspective on happiness that stands in stark contrast to many modern ideals. For Epicurus, the ultimate goal of life was happiness, or more specifically, a state of mind known as Ataraxia, which means peace and freedom from mental distress. Unlike the popular idea that happiness comes from external achievements or possessions, Epicurus believed that true contentment arises from within, through the cultivation of simple pleasures, the reduction of unnecessary desires, and the development of meaningful relationships. At the core of Epicurean philosophy is the idea that pleasure is the natural basis of happiness. But it's important to understand what Epicurus meant by pleasure. He wasn't advocating for hedonistic indulgence or an endless pursuit of excess. Rather, Epicurus emphasized mental pleasures and the importance of living a life that minimizes physical pain and mental anguish. For him, ataraxia, peace of mind, was the highest form of pleasure. This means that happiness isn't about constant stimulation or the accumulation of wealth or status. It's about living a life that is free from unnecessary pain and anxiety, where one can experience inner peace and contentment. A central tenet of Epicureanism is the idea of reducing unnecessary desires. Epicurus made a clear distinction between natural desires, which are necessary for survival, such as food, water, and shelter, and unnatural desires, which are often shaped by society, culture, or the pursuit of vanity, such as the desire for excessive wealth, power, or fame. According to Epicurus, it is these unnatural desires that cause the most suffering in our lives. By minimizing our attachment to these desires and focusing only on what is essential, we can avoid much of the pain and dissatisfaction that comes from trying to satisfy them. Furthermore, Epicurus placed great emphasis on friendship as a source of happiness. In fact, he considered friendship to be one of the greatest pleasures in life, as it provides emotional support, mutual understanding, and shared experiences. True friends, Epicurus believed, were essential for a fulfilling life because they offer comfort and companionship, which help reduce anxiety and fear. This is a particularly important aspect of Epicureanism, as it underscores the idea that happiness is not something we can attain alone through material gain, but is rather found in our relationships with others. One of the most significant aspects of Epicureanism is its approach to the fear of death, which Epicurus viewed as one of the primary causes of human anxiety. He famously stated, "Death is nothing to us. When we exist, death is not, and when death exists, we are not." For Epicurus, the fear of death was entirely irrational. Death, in his view, is simply the cessation of consciousness. Since we cease to exist at the moment of death, there is no pain, no suffering, and no experience to fear. By eliminating the fear of death, we are free to live fully in the present moment, without the constant anxiety about what lies ahead. Epicurus also emphasized the importance of living in accordance with nature and using reason to understand the world. He argued that much of human suffering is rooted in irrational beliefs, such as fear of the gods or superstitions about death. By understanding the natural world through reason, individuals can eliminate these fears and achieve a greater sense of peace. Knowledge and understanding lead to freedom from the anxieties that cause so much of our suffering. And once we rid ourselves of these fears, we are free to live a more tranquil and fulfilling life. In many ways, Epicureanism calls for a life of simplicity and moderation. Rather than striving for material wealth or social status, Epicurus advised cultivating a life centered around the things that truly bring us joy: healthy relationships, fulfilling experiences, and a peaceful state of mind. Epicurus's idea of happiness is not about the constant pursuit of more or better, but about finding contentment in the present moment, appreciating the simple pleasures that life has to offer. Epicurus's teachings on happiness offer a refreshing alternative to the often materialistic and competitive nature of modern life. In a world where we are constantly told that happiness comes from external achievements or possessions, Epicureanism provides a gentle reminder that true contentment is found not in what we have, but in how we live and how we think. By reducing our desires, embracing simplicity, and fostering deep, meaningful relationships, we can achieve the kind of happiness that is stable, enduring, and rooted in inner peace. In the modern world, where stress, anxiety, and external pressures often dominate our lives, the wisdom of Epicurus can still serve as a powerful guide to living a more fulfilling life. By focusing on mental well-being, simplifying our desires, and nurturing relationships with those who bring us joy and support, we can create a life that is more aligned with the principles of Epicurean happiness. Whether through mindfulness, meditation, or simply slowing down to appreciate the simple joys around us, the path to happiness as laid out by Epicurus is one that is accessible to anyone who seeks it. Ultimately, Epicureanism teaches us that true happiness lies within. It is not about what we have or what we achieve, but about how we live and how we relate to ourselves and others. Happiness, in the Epicurean sense, is found in the quiet, simple moments of life, where we can be present, free from anxiety, and at peace with the world around us. By embracing these teachings, we can move closer to the Ataraxia that Epicurus believed was the true goal of human life. If you found this exploration of Epicurean philosophy insightful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit from these timeless teachings. Subscribe to the Unfolding Journey YouTube channel for more thought-provoking discussions on philosophy, personal growth, and the pursuit of happiness. And as always, hit the notification bell so you never miss a deep dive into the ideas that shape the way we live and think. Join our growing community of thinkers and philosophers as we continue to explore how ancient wisdom can help us live more peaceful, fulfilling lives today.